Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our let's play of Factorio early levels to Megabase. Or entry level even. So we are directly where we left off. Our base is churning out fast belts. And everything's actually looking quite good. We just need to, before we leave here, connect this one up so we can get some fast inserters as well, since the rest is kind of being stored as we want. So let's just do, we can do what's called iron in from over here, and we can do then what's called the other thing from down here. There we are. This will mess up a bit of our symmetry since we're doing it from right here, but for now it's fine. That means that we will have iron right there. Then we'll have a little jump down here from here to there. I think is fine. Could actually do it like this to make it look a bit prettier. Do a little splitty. Please go this way and jump to right here. And there we are. So that will give us our fast inserters for when we need it. And then everything's looking quite nice in our mall. Now to go get more things up top and to make sure that our supply holds and doesn't need anything else. Let's pick up this. That's just in the way to make it all look somewhat pretty. Steel is flowing in. Now we just kind of need our stone to go down this way to line up to this one. So this has to go on the bottom side of this one. Let's just clear these out. So what we want is actually stone to come down this way. And by stone I just mean normal stone that we haven't really started to mine yet, but it will be quite nice to get up and running. So let's just take this one belt. I know we have two, but that was just to give ourselves a bit of room. Drag it down this way. Just do a little jump like that and merge you onto this one. So that will give us stone on the belt, meaning that we should craft some more electronic miners or electric mining drills. Pretty much need to set that up in our mall as well, but for now it's fine like this. And then we need to drag some belts up this way. To be honest, we can just do it something like, should we just go straight up a bit more to like here for now? Just give ourselves a bit of room, and then we have to drag it across here. And we can just go straight through our iron setup. I think that'll be fine. So something like here to there. And over this way. And the last one can just jump from here to there. Hook it up all the way. And then we'll go straight down and hit up or hit together with this one. There we are. Let's just pick up all of this. Oh, we have quite a lot stored here. That's an issue. Please just put down a little chest over here for a second. So we can pick up the miners. To be honest, let's get an iron chest instead. It's a bit more room, and then we'll move this out in a minute when we start to set up all of our other things. So going with the same setup as our coal, let's just keep these running by itself. See if we don't have to split it out. We don't if we do it like like this. That'd be a mix. So let's stop that a bit. And there we are. That'll give us some throughput. We don't need to do anything with. Down this way. Down right here, split onto it. And the last one out here can just kind of go up here and split in right here. And please hook you up like that. Give you a bit of power. Still using wood power poles. We should probably change that out very soon. Oh, we have power over here, so we don't need to do that. And then we can do something like here and here. So that gives us stone flowing. Our power is still holding quite good. We have enough coming up in terms of coal, at least for now. And yeah, that means we have stone flowing down this way. We kind of want to set up some stone bricks here. So we might as well do that at the same time. Since it's coming in right here, we might as well split it to the same side. There we go. Opposite way as well. Down here, and let's just get rid of these stone. This stone. There we are. Let's split it off right here for now. Oh, we can split it off a bit further down the line. So right there, and there we are. So this will give us stone bricks. That is also needed further down the line. There we are, stone brick. We'll only need half of the setup that what's called iron needs, since this produces 2 every 3.2 seconds. That means we only need 24 to supply a belt, or 48 if we want to use a red one, without upgrading these to the steel ones, since those have twice the speed. So let's just expand this down a small amount, just to make it look a bit better. Because the first few times does give quite a big increase in throughput, whereas the later ones doesn't give as much. And by that I mean from going from 4 to 12 is like a 300% increase, but going from 12 to 16 is only like 25% or 33% increase. So in that regard it is a lot more throughput. And there we are. And they ran out of belts, but that is completely fine. Now I just need to expand this one out and make sure that we have everything we need. And mostly the thing holding us back right now is actually nothing at the moment. We could even research a lot faster if we wanted to. But right now I just want to get a few things from down here. You're fine. You're fine. We don't need to upgrade to red yet. Let's just steal 600 belts from this little one that's just working so hard to keep up with my expansion of the base. So let's go up and hook in the things we need. We have the stone. That will need to go into a mall for 2 reasons. One, for our furnaces, and then we can use it for a few other things as well. We could make landfill out of it, but I'd rather do that a bit closer to the source. But other than that, we have a few other things we'll need it for, but that we'll see in the future. So here's the stone. We could do stone together with something. We could also skip the stone going in here, but I kind of want to have everything in the mall. It's always nice to do that if we don't want to make things somewhere else. So what if we do that on the outside for now? Or just do a bit of crafting of stone furnaces here in the middle. That might be good. What else should we research while we're at it? Oh yeah, we can go down and get robots this way. What do you need for... Oh, we need all of this. So let's go towards that one. I kind of want the robots, since they are so nice to get. Please go... Oh, we can't do that one yet, so we'll just wait with that. But we can almost go towards robots now. Here's the battery, that's good. Goes for accumulators, not that important yet. And some lab speed. So let's see here. Let's just take the stone on the outside for now. We can make it a bit easier to get in by just doing this. Hopefully. Let's just copy paste this little part. Because then we can just pretty much stamp it down wherever we want it. And it should fit in nicely. If I at least blueprint it correctly, then it will fit in nicely. So here to here, here to here, and here to there. So let's get the stone in. Let's just take it off like that. Was that a good place to do it? I think it might be fine, because we can always just do that. Just get it on one side, going in. So now we have stone going right here. And if we look, oh, we need to set up our assembly machines as well. I completely forgotten about that. But let's just see if we can't set up the rest of our inserters here. Because we have them all now. So this one needs blue. This one needs stack inserters. That means we'll have to do it right here. And then we can do you down here if we want it. So now we have all of them hooked up. A place for them to go. We can do both assemblers up here if we want to. Just making right here, but then we are in trouble when we get the next tier one. But we might be okay with that, since that is quite far into the future. And let's just do this. So there we are. That is a lot of things hooked up as I wanted. These are trying to keep up. They're not keeping up that well. So that's probably one of the first things we need to upgrade to newer ones. But this one first. 1, 2, 3 things. We'll have to grab right here those. We'll have to grab those in. And the last thing we need is just a long-handed inserter to grab from here. Yeah. Here are some more steel poles to get the power flowing. There we are. Oh, I placed this one wrong, it seems. I have to place it there instead. So look at that. That means we are producing these as well. And those we can pretty much just funnel over to this one. Of course, limit the output. We don't have room for this one since I made this one wrong. But if we just do this and set it up correctly, here to here and a small amount of belt, then we can add a chest to right here. Chest. There we are. And that means we can do. And then for this one to work, we just need to get the steel in. And that we can do in a little while. That means we'll have long-handed picking up from out here into this one. And we'll have you to grab from there. And now we are producing things. We are spending quite a lot of things that are flowing in here at the moment. And 1, 2, 3, 4 might be good just to give these a bit of a speed upgrade, since they're having a bit of a hard time keeping up. Is that because of the input? It is, so that means we can fix a lot of things by doing just like here. Boop, boop, 2, and out, out. Don't think we need him on the output side, but now we have him. That means these should run at full speed now, producing a lot more gears for us. Cost none to this side, since they're kind of all getting stolen by this side for now. But that is completely fine. It'll catch up in the future. This is not meant to be a huge throughput thing. It's just meant for it to produce what we need. So look how nice this is going, guys. This is looking so good. And yeah, we'll just have to make sure that our supply holds and doesn't stall. So what if we just set up the next tier right here? Right here we want the next row of, what's it called? Inputs. Those will have one pipe in them, since that's going to be needed for, what's it called? The lubricant. That's going to come in here and make the next tier ones. And then we can do the same again. 1, 2, 3, set these up. But now they have 4 instead of 3 in between them. But that means we can start to expand the next part of this little setup. And now we'll soon have to need the landfill. Might go set one up top, where we can start to produce it. We might need to go exploring soon as well to see if we can find some more stone, since we are getting quite low. Oh, we are getting low, but we don't really have anything in our vicinity. So yeah, there we are. This is fine. This is enough to get us going for now. The last thing I want to set up before we continue on is pretty much just these two. And this row is actually not a bad place to do it. Because if you do something like this, saying you will make those, you will make big electric, and then we also have 4 train tracks right here in the middle. Let's just check if that is not the case. Let's just get you to craft by hand. There we are. And then we have for the train tracks right here, if we have research. We haven't yet. When we do, then we can do train tracks right there. There we go. There. Output. Output. And this one can wait. And limit you. That's always a thing you have to remember, to limit things, or else you'll be in a heap of trouble at one point. So now we just need the steel plate and copper in. Luckily, we have copper flowing right here, we have steel right here. That means we can pretty much just drag it through to get our medium ones. I set this one up to be a steel copper line. Now we just have to make sure we can get it in without any issues. And as with everything, you always run out of room because of some decision you made at one point. So I think right here is good. So right there to there. Please split you off. You can take a whole one down, because then we'll just kind of merge it here to go down this way. So what if we just merge it here? Maybe one further down would have been the best. Please move you to here instead. And I'll show you why in just a second. There we go. Then right here we'll jump most of the lines down. Except I think one of them will be all we need. right here. Here we need to merge on both sides to get an output that goes out this way and merges into this belt right here with the steel and copper. So we actually have to move it down one more. And then we should be at the correct spot. And the reason why I'm doing so much to do this correctly is that from experience, I know things like this will come back and haunt me if I don't do it correctly the first time. So let's merge it right here. We'll have a little splitter doing this, meaning that we can jump the rest to there. Meaning we can hook this one up with steel. And then we have steel and copper flowing in, meaning we can get our medium power poles set up in a mall. Right here. So we'll need 3 things to flow in here. We can get, and so we need to get the iron in. The other 2 we can get from here. So let's do this. We'll need to get from here to down here. There's a few ways to do it. The easiest way is pretty much just to do this. Add a long-handed inserter. But that way our power poles will need to go out one further. Am I correct in that assumption? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it goes only to here. So what we can do instead is something like this. This is also a way you can get more lanes than 4 to touch. You can get like 5 to touch without any issue. So if you jump this to here, you'll jump this one as well. That's not going to be needed for this one. Then you can pretty much just add in that one. And then you can add this one to here to grab. And then we're outside this entire issue of this not reaching. That way we can get iron down this way instead. Pretty much hooking that up to a little thing down here. There we go. So as soon as I add power to this, all of this just should kick into gear. We'll have to find a thing with this. Maybe putting it right here will be fine. Here and there. Then the next one will have to be on the sides, like that. So look at that. That means we are now producing medium electric poles. I don't have to go around handcrafting that anymore. That is always nice to get that set up. I can also see that a steel won't last that long because we don't really have that big, that great a setup up top. But that is one of the things we'll go fix in just a few minutes. So for now, let's just keep this running. It's taking items in, it's producing things just as I want it to. Let's take a few more belts with us. We don't need the red ones just yet. We will quite soon. But as you can see right now, our issue is actually our throughput of iron. An easy way to solve that is pretty much just starting to fill in all of this with belts. Might have to grab a few more now that I'm here. Oh, we took them all, pretty much. And then just get all of this filled out. That way we can get a lot more throughput down here. Even though we're only producing one, what's called, iron belt at the moment. As soon as we set up more, it will sort itself out. So in the beginning it will be an issue, but it should sort itself out soon enough. So let's expand our setups up here. But before we do that, I kind of want to grab some more things from our mall so we don't run out. Let's see here. I want to grab more belts. Pretty much just take these. Might be overkill. Here are some inserters for us as well. And we'll need underground and those splitters. and a bit more power poles. There we are. So that's the good thing about a mall, is that when you all of a sudden remember that you need a lot more items, you can always just go grab them from the mall. And that is actually quite good. So now we'll have to make some more stone furnaces. And no, I haven't set it up in the mall yet, and I probably should quite soon. But for now, let's just steal a bit of this and handcraft a bit while we start to make the rest. So steel setup is the first thing we'll go for. Will we be able to just copy this one down? The underground fits luckily. So let's just do that one. Think we can remove some of these maybe. We'll see in just a minute. But for now, let's fill this in and see if any of these power poles are redundant. Let's get you hooked up like this. So let's just get the rest of this fixed. Shouldn't be too hard. And then we should have a quite bit better setup for our steel. Let's just fix these first. Here we are. Fix the input. That is fine. Fix the ones we have right here going both ways. So probably fix it so we do... Oh, that was misaligned. That was my bad. There we go. And there we are. That means we have a purple here, here, here. And then let's see how much overlap we have. This one can actually cover 4. Look at this one. It covers the top, bottom one. So we might actually be able to move some of these. What if we remove this one? Oh, we can't. We just barely need them all. So we'll keep them all for now. And just get that set up. And add some more belts right here. So let's just check they're all working now. This should be. They're getting the coal, they're getting all the jazz. And then we have pretty much tripled or quadrupled or steel setup. And that was actually extremely easy to do. Here's the power poles for you, so you can start to craft some iron. Oh, look at this wire miss. But it's looking quite good. As soon as we have this one done, it will give us a lot more throughput on the steel. And that is exactly what I want at this point in time. There we are. So that should be everything hooked up. Look at this wire mess. Could probably make it a bit prettier, but it's good enough for now. And that one is misplaced a bit. What? No, this one is missing. There we are. So that's our steel working. If we look at our production, always good. And if you guys don't know, you can press P to open this up. We can then check our steel for the last 10 minutes. We're hovering about 18. Now we are at about 50. So hopefully that will be what we need to keep this going a bit longer. And the last thing this episode is pretty much just us hooking up our bricks, getting that all the way down to our main bus and getting it running this way onto where we want it. And this is pretty much one of the big strengths of a main bus. The ability to just hook things in and never worrying about it overlapping with something else. That is extremely nice when you have that ability. So there we are. That's stone bricks going down. We have the stone, we have steel, green circuits, iron. We have the copper. So that is pretty much most of the things I wanted done for this episode. As well, our labs, our science is going fine up top. Our mall is producing everything we need. We can quite soon shift to fast belts if we want. And then we should probably, next episode, set up a bit of landfill. So we can start to fill out this lake and just make a bit more room for them all. Since we kind of got into an issue where there's a lot of water right here. But that is completely fine. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you will give me a like and a subscribe. It will help me out immensely. And you can do that just while the stone bricks are flowing down our main bus. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye, guys.